I grew up in a small village in northern Bavaria, 1,813 souls and the smell of cattle. There was a corner shop of the chain Edeka, and Mrs. Dreibig was that kind lady in that corner shop. And every time my mother took me to that corner shop, I was always so intrigued by these eggs. Why was I so engaged? Well, I was curious about what is in there. Curiosity. And then I bought it, my mom bought it. We go home, my mom says, not in the car, wait until later. I wanna open it, Suspense! I'm at home, I open it, and something completely different is in there. Surprise! And from the moment, from the corner shop till I open it, all the way through, I imagined, what is it gonna be? Imagination. Serve them Kinder Eggs. Serve your audience Kinder Eggs. They're engaging. Engage your audience. And I learned when you engage your audience, they can digest your message much better. In this session, you will learn how to engage your audience with curiosity, with suspense, with surprise, and with imagination. And at the end of the session, you know what you will serve your audience in the future. According to the structural effect theory by Brewer and Lichtenstein, curiosity is evoked by presenting the outcome before the preceding events. I have successfully managed to escape from almost all shows on Netflix but Breaking Bad. In case you have watched it, at the beginning there's always the hook. A hook, like this one, is what these guys put in their shows. At the beginning of Breaking Bad, for instance, there's this car in Mexico. And you want to know, but they don't show you. They show you later. It is an outcome before the preceding events. Imagine I start my talk like this. I still have the smell of the sea breeze in my nose. 180 meters away, the Mediterranean Sea in Barcelona. I'm standing on the Teca terrace with my gin tonic in my left hand. My flatmate Josh cooking some tomato soup. I feel amazing. I suddenly receive a text message by my brother Martin at 3:48 a.m. And the only thing it shows is the first lines in Latin language of the Requiem of Mozart. 3 weeks before, a sunny day on the beach in Barcelona. The hook. A second thing you can do, when I was standing there in the corner store, I wanted to know what's in there. There's a huge question mark. There's a huge question mark here. When I use PowerPoint, I replace words by question marks. When I use flip charts, I replace words by question marks. I use question marks all the time, and every time people see a question mark, they're curious about what's behind that question mark. That's the Kinder Egg effect. Use question marks. Once you engage them thanks to curiosity, they want to listen to you. Now make sure they keep listening. And this you accomplish with suspense. Suspense is like archery. One day, I'm 8 years old. I went down with my little bicycle to Frau Dreibig in the corner store in our tiny village, and it still smells like cattle. I just bought my Kinder Egg. I'm so proud. And I'm going back home uphill, but something is different in the village. I move up the hill, it's a long hill. I'm sweating. The chocolate of my Kinder Egg is slowly degrading already, and I know it, I feel it. But something is different in the village. The wheat fields are as yellow as always, late summer, but something is different. I arrive at home, I'm sweating, the chocolate half degraded. Something is different. My mom is not at home. According to the same work, The Structural Effect Theory by Brewer and Lichtenstein, 1982, suspense is when you postpone the outcome. Suspense is a mega driver of engagement. The second tip for more suspense in your communication is obvious. Which word could I use to create more suspense? It's not a word at all. It's the pause. I opened the door and I saw nothing. This man here is Professor Wolfram Schultz, a German-British professor at Cambridge University. And he's a neuroscientist, and he discovered when we experience a surprise, it's like when something completely unexpected is in there, our emotions go up by up to 400%. We love surprises. Do you know this guy? It's almost a rhetorical question. Quentin Tarantino. What is Quentin Tarantino good at? When you think about Pulp Fiction or Kill Bill, Tarantino is a master in non-linear storytelling. All the time there are twists in his story. Every twist is a surprise. Does Tarantino give you ever an indication where something is going? Going back to the Teca Terrace with the gin tonic in my left hand. If I tell you at the beginning, in that night I encountered the darkest hours of my life. There is no twist. There is no surprise. Tip number 2. Do you know what a punchline is? The punchline in a joke? You build up an expectation and the audience expects something, but then you deviate from the expected outcome, the punchline. One of the great masters of punchlines, Rodney Dangerfield. My wife and I were happy for 20 years, then we met. I use punch slides. In our team, it is not so important that we always hit the right tones. It is important that we make music together. I love our cozy living room. The partnership, everything went well, and then one day, loneliness. A punch slide can also go into this emotional direction. Now, I have never studied psychology, but today I know that public speaking is psychology. My psychology teacher is my public speaking life. When you manage to lead their mind, that's the peak of engagement. 2 tips again, there's a pattern here. This is my mom. COVID year 2020, I still managed to go there, Northern Bavaria. At that time, age 88, my mom in this Italian restaurant. I wear this t-shirt. We are having our stuff, our pizza and pasta. My mom, a nice Chianti. Suddenly my mom pauses, looks at me down there at the shirt and says, Arschloch. Mom! Arschloch in German means asshole. What are you saying, Mom? And again she says, Arschloch. Aposiopesis looked at me and said, Arschloch. Aposiopesis means in Greek to fall silent. Either we act today or... It's so powerful when you end the sentence in your mind, and that is leading your mind. Finally, think about a famous movie character who leads your mind. Is it him? Of course, I'm a great fan of Hannibal Lecter. I read all 3 books, I watched the movies. A very intriguing character because he's very good at one thing, apart from eating your liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti. He leads your mind like no one else. As a communicator, I want to achieve exactly the same. I want to lead your mind. Simple thing. 3 verbs. This triangle, try it out. Think about your first kiss. Think about your first day at school. Think about a big mistake you've made in your life. Remember a sunny day on the beach. Remember how it was when you were young. Remember your home. John Lennon. Imagine a world without weapons. Imagine what you could accomplish if you stopped thinking about everything that is not possible in your life. Try it out with Think, Remember, Imagine. You will like Hannibal Lecter. And here you have it. 4 ways to engage your audience. Drive their curiosity. It will make them listen. Drive their suspense. It will keep them listening. Drive their surprises. It will multiply their emotions. And drive their imagination. You can lead their minds. All these 4 you find in one Kinder egg. And this is why. Serve them Kinder eggs. Next time you are in a corner shop, like the Edeka shop with Mrs. Dreibig, buy 1 Kinder egg. Place it next to your computer when you prepare your presentations. Look at that Kinder egg and you will know what to do to engage your audience more and serve them